I got ill. I got sick. And I'm still not 100%, but I really want to answer the Q&A questions. So I'm going to be doing that while trying to beat the spiral abyss. It doesn't go too well after floor 11. But without a doubt, let's get into it. The first set of questions is from Canoli. Hello Canoli, thank you for asking questions. So Canoli asks, who is your favourite musician and why? That is a good question because honestly, I'm not too sure myself. I have quite a diverse music taste, I'd say. I listen to a lot of J-pop, Japanese pop. Sometimes I listen to K-pop, Korean pop. I listen to like rock and grunge, but also musicals. And yeah, I honestly don't know because I just love so much music. My favourite Vocaloid producers, I'll say, are Deco 27, Pinocchio P, Mikito P, and MP4. Then next question is, if you could choose one Genshin Archon to spend the day with and get to ask anything, who would it be, and what question would you be most curious to ask said Archon? Okay, I have an answer for this actually. I would choose Venti because I'd say he's one of the most powerful out of all the Archons, but also he's the most chillax and carefree. And I say he's the most powerful because the Archon's power comes from the faith of their people. And look at Venti, look at Mondstadt, people are worshipping Barbados left, right and centre. But the question I would ask him is that if the fate of his people was ever endangered, would he step in as an Archon again, or let them deal with it themselves? I know with like Dvalin, he kind of stepped in, but kind of let them do it themselves too. But if there was a greater threat than Dvalin, let's say like not as severe as Celestia, but some divine force was trying to corrupt Mondstadt like it was back in the old days, would he step in? Or would he just let them deal with it because they're strong enough? I don't know if that's like the best question to ask, but I think it would be interesting to hear the answer. Canoli's next question is, what is one scientific mystery of the universe that interests you the most and why? And I'm not a physics gal, don't get me wrong, but I would love to like figure out what dark energy is because it's kind of like a grey area in science. And also, of course, the ocean. I swear it's like we haven't explored 80% of it. Like, what is in that 80%? And is it a friend or foe? It's probably like just not gonna care about humans at all because, you know, it's developed to live away from civilization and even fish civilization. But just what is in that 80% that we have not explored of the sea? Is it like a lost civilization, you know, like Atlantis or something? Could be shipwrecks that we've never heard of or never seen. It's so interesting, honestly. Their next question is, what is your favourite star constellation? And honestly, I'm not really into astrology. No, astrology or astronomy. I'm like, I love the stars, but I don't look for like the meanings behind it. I just think, wow, those are so pretty. But if I had to choose, it would probably be Lyra, the Lyra constellation. The fifth question is, do you read manhwas, manga? If so, which one are you reading at the moment? So I don't really read them anymore, but I used to read them a lot in around like 2023, 2024ish, and I got quite a collection. Some of my favourites are TBHK, Taliban Hanakokan, Orange, Demon Slayer, This question is from Kashiro. I'm really sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But they ask, what's your favourite triggers? And honestly, I don't know. I have like a lot. It depends on my mood and the feeling like the day. Sometimes I can want mouth sounds and sometimes I can not want mouth sounds, and it's like I don't know, I just like a lot of things and I like to vary in the content I watch. Sometimes I watch gameplay, sometimes I watch role plays, but yeah, all is good. I love ASMR, so I'm open to pretty much anything. But thank you for the question. The next question is from Snowmoon, who is my Honkai Star Rail building buddy. I love the advice that you give and I save it all. But Snowmoon asks, maybe you said on another video and stuff, but why did you start this channel and did you ever think of getting this far? I have a long answer for this one. Okay, so basically, I used to hate ASMR about like 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know. I used to just despise ASMR because one of my friends hated it and they always used to make fun of it, and I was like, yeah, that's so gross, that's so weird. And then I came across it once and I was like, yo, I am being put to sleep this instant, what is going on? And I looked into it more and I started watching videos, and I barely tell anyone that I like ASMR because I'm so scared to. I'm worried they'll be like, yo, that's weird, why are you doing that? But ASMR has helped me concentrate and helped me through stress and just like everything in general, and I've always wanted to try it, but I wasn't like a big fan of showing my face because I'm very underconfident. But I wanted to make it because it seems fun and I want to help people relax and stuff. Like, it's helped me relax, I want to help other people, you know. But then around October 2024, I came across gaming ASMR and I was like, this is genius. But I was too scared to actually try and make it until around like April this year. And no, I did not expect to get this far. I literally thought like no one would watch these videos and I wouldn't get like over 100 subscribers for ages. But here we are, 180 subscribers and still counting. So thank you everyone, and thank you Snowmoon for your question. These next questions are from Caroline Games ASMR. Hi Caroline! If you don't know, I think most of you guys came over from Caroline's channel anyway, but if you don't know Caroline, oh my god, her ASMR is peak, and she is such an angel. Sorry, I'm talking if you aren't watching this. You are such an angel, Caroline, honestly. So Caroline asks, if you could have any Genshin vision, which one would it be and why? And I have lore reasons for these ones. So I would be Cryo, Dendro, or Electro, and I'll explain the lore. Basically, Cryo is given to those who feel like they haven't been loved in life, and I've gone through quite a bit of, I don't mean to trauma dump, but I've been through quite a bit of ups and downs in my life, so that fits me. Dendro, because people who get Dendro have like a thirst for knowledge, and I personally have a thirst for knowledge, whether it be on my hyperfixations or just in school and stuff. And then finally Electro, because people with electrovisions are perceived differently from others, seen as weird or strange, and I hate to be like that person, but I am definitely one of the weird kids at school. Like, I dress differently, I like different things, I have different standards and like views on things. So yeah, I'm definitely a weird kid, and everyone sees me as a weird kid, so so that works. Caroline's next question is, which weapon type would you use and why? And I think I'd be a catalyst or a sword, because I'm too weak for anything else really. I could be a bow, like I have good aim, but I absolutely hate bow gameplay, so I would not want to be a bow. And catalysts are always so pretty, so I think I'd be a catalyst, and then a sword because it's not light, but it's lighter, and I could probably do some powerful slashes with something like that. But that was a fun question, I liked that one. And her next question is, what other games do you play beside Honkai Star Rail and Genshin? And I have quite a few. So I play Wuthering Waves, obviously. There's a video up on my channel with the Wuthering Waves gameplay. I used to play Project Sekai からフルステージ featuring Hatsune Miku, which was fun. I was like kind of OP, but I lost the skill, I think. I don't necessarily play like a lot, but I like Persona 5. And I played Zelda Zone Zero for one day on release, and that was kind of it. I used to play Infinity Nikki. I played in 1.0 to like 1.3 or 1.4 or something, and then I gave up. I haven't played, but I watched the gameplay of Mori, and same for Five Nights at Freddy's. And I don't play anymore, but I used to play in Yume Nikki a lot with my friends. And finally, A Short Hike, which is a little like Nintendo game, and it's like not even 5 hours long, and it's like lo-fi graphics, but you play as this bird, and you gotta hike up to the top of a mountain where you're going on holiday, and you meet a lot of people and stuff, and it's really fun and short and sweet. Like there's no big thought to it, and it's just an adventure game, a really short adventure game, but I love it nonetheless. I also forgot to mention Zelda games. When I was younger, I loved Zelda, especially Breath of the Wild. I was like an OG player. I didn't play, I watched my older brother play, and he'd play in front of me. But I loved the lore and the gameplay, and just everything about the game, really. It's so beautiful. I love Zelda games, still to this day. But yeah, Zelda is peak. Caroline's last question is, I heard you are an artist. What got you into art, and is it something you will continue to pursue as a career? So, yes, I am indeed an artist, self-taught, but still an artist. What started me off, when I was around 9, my older brother got into anime, and he liked My Hero Academia and used to draw like pictures and scenes from it, and that I got heavy inspo from that. I used to like copy the style and stuff, and then he grew out of it, but I guess it stuck with me, and I just kept drawing like anime style things, and it wasn't really up until a year ago that I started getting good at digital art. And now I guess I prefer digital art with colouring, because I hate colouring with like pencils and stuff. But as a career, honestly, I don't think I will. I know how rough the art industry is, or just the creative industry in general. But when I'm older, I want to be an author, and hopefully I can illustrate my own books. So I guess that is kind of pursuing the career, but like not directly. It's more of like a side job. But yeah, that is it. Thank you so much for that question. I love like really personalized questions like that. Thank you, Caroline. I hope you're having a great day. asked my sister to help translate it because she studied Korean for a bit. And she said it was Kapu, but if it's wrong, I'm blaming her. Anyway, Kapu asks, as an artist, what is your favourite artwork of yours and why? It'd be nice to hear the story if you could share it, e.g. what came to mind while you were working on it. I love this question. Okay, let me put it up on the screen. It is this art piece right here. It is OCX Canon, unfortunately. I'm sorry if you hate that, just like, I love it. It is Albedo and my OC Clara, and they are dancing. This art piece is actually like nearly a year old. I drew it on the 26th of August 2024, and yeah, it's coming up to that date, so it's gonna be a year old, which is crazy to think about. The story behind it is basically Clara is an ex-priestess who is possessed by a demon, and the demon is obviously evil. It likes to kill things, but Clara, after she escaped, she said to the demon, like, look, if you're gonna kill things, then I'm gonna damage myself so that you can't, like, hurt anyone in my body. So the demon's like, oh my god, you menace. And instead, when it possesses her, it goes out into the snow of Dragonspine, and it dances in the moonlight in Clara's body. And Albedo saw that and was like, interesting. So when she is lucid, one night, he takes her out and they go dancing together. So instead of the demon dancing alone in Clara's body, they are dancing together. And actually, literally the other day, I drew a piece of this ship as well. Wait, let me put it on the screen too. Here it is. There's no lore behind it really. I had a vision and I fulfilled that vision. But I was like, I haven't drawn them in a while, and they used to be one of my favourites to draw, so I'm gonna draw them. And I'm pretty happy with how the lighting turned out. It's currently my profile picture on Discord, and I'm matching with my best friend, who is Albedo. So, yeah, thank you so much for that question. Kapu's next question is, among the cities from the games you play, which one is your favourite and why? And I've said this before in different videos, but Liyue will always be my favourite. One of my favourite Genshin memories ever is when I was first ever playing and I got to Liyue. I was exploring it and I was trying to find the harbour. It was like night time, and I found like those stairs before you get to the Statue of the Seven, and I got to the stairs and I unlocked the statue and strolled into Liyue, and I just fell in love with the harbour. I walked around and I like interacted with almost every NPC and found like a bunch of chests, and honestly it's so beautiful. Liyue's scenery, especially Chenyu Vale, and the Archon Quest, that was my favourite Archon Quest. I don't know why it was, but it just like everything came together perfectly in the end, and the lore was beautiful. And Liyue has such good lore, like the characters, how old it is, and Zhongli, the Archon, and Zhao and stuff, and the Adepti is like, oh, it's so rich. I love it so much. And then their final question is, what do you usually do in your free time other than playing games? And if you haven't heard me mention before, I am a self-taught singer / voice actor of nearly 3 years. So I do singing, I do voice acting, I do drawing and writing and a lot of reading. But yeah, that's kind of all I do. I'm not very interesting. But that is all of Kapu's surreal. Anyway, I'd like to say hello, I love your ASMR and your work, and I never thought you would find my channel, but here we are, so hello. Olivia's first question is, which Genshin region is your favourite? And I'm gonna say it again, Liyue. Always Liyue, specifically Genu'vale. Olivia's next question is, which Genshin Archon is your favourite? And honestly, Venti or Nahida. Venti, because he's a good Archon, he lets his people roam free. He's not he's not a dictator or anything like Raiden was, and he's just a genuinely silly guy. Like, he's super powerful, but he is scared of Celestia, and he's so interesting. His lore is so interesting to me. So Venti, and then Nahida, because she is a cutie, and I feel like she is so misunderstood in like the Archon quest and everything, and she's so kind. Like, she was so sweet in the Archon quest. I love her so much. And then the next question is, do you have a preferred Genshin element / vision? And yeah, I said this earlier, not gameplay wise, but lore wise and design wise, is Cryo and Electro. Honestly, the colour schemes, guys, I just love purple colour schemes, because purple is my favourite colour. And then, what's your favourite ASMR trigger? You know, I think I'm gonna say like sticky sounds for now, so like skincare and stuff. I love watching, like, you know, there's videos where they just have a sheet of glass and they put skincare on it with the camera underneath it. I love watching those, but I also really like just talking and mouth sounds. It really, especially if they're talking as if they're talking like straight to you, it makes me feel like, I don't know, like a person and valid and stuff, which is probably why I like ASMR gameplay so much. I can just pop it on in the background and be like, yep, I'm having a conversation here. But the next question is, what is the ASMR trigger that will make you skip a video that has it in? That is such an interesting question, because a lot of the time people ask like, what's your favourite, but they don't really ask what's your least favourite. And I'm gonna say like aggressive or fast triggers, like, you know, when they're just like tapping really fast and like speaking really fast, or like really exaggeratedly, like when they speak with their mouth wide open and they're like exaggerating their hand movements and stuff. Like, no thanks, I don't like that. It's just like, it's not natural, and I like it when ASMR is more natural and down to earth, if you get what I mean. So thank you so much for the questions. I love you. Thank you everyone for the questions. I didn't expect to get this many. I thought only like 2, maybe 1 person would ask at most, but I got a decent amount and it took up like most of the video. So, oh yeah, here is where I get the I was close to Bitty and I was like, I'm on a 50-50, I'm just gonna roll, and if I lose, then I'm set for Not Cry, pretty much. Oh, I am so excited for Not Cry, so excited. The designs look so good, but I need to catch up on the Archon quest, because I still have to do Albedo's one, Paralogism or something, and then the another one. So I will probably binge that, and I want to do the summer event too. I'll probably binge that, everyone who is supporting me on this journey. I love my frequent commenters. Like, just know you are appreciated, and every video I post, I'm waiting. I'm like, I wonder if this person will comment this time. Honorable mentions to Snow Moon and Newty. You guys like always comment, and I love that so much. I like to think of it as not like 180 subscribers, but 180 friends. Yep. We are all friends in my head. And that is why I love this channel so much. I love talking to you guys so much. But I hope my Abyss gameplay wasn't too awful. I'm still getting used to the controls of this game again, and my builds like aren't super cracked, so I can't clear it in like 2 seconds like a lot of people can. And I'd never fought that boss before, the cryo one, and I don't have a good cryo DPS. Coughs and looks away from Risley. So I was gonna cook, and I was trying to use Silali, but I was like, what? How does this thing even work? Because I think it's tailor-made for like Escoffier and Skirk and stuff, the newer like DPSs and characters of the game, but I don't have any of them. So I just gave up, you know. A couple of primos is better than none.